What do you have to say to the trans students on this campus who feel actively victimized by your presence here?
Life's tough. Get a helmet, man. I'm too pregnant for this.
What's going on, America? I'm the right-winged angel out of Mac, and in this video, we're going to talk about Candace Owens absolutely destroying some trans activists at the University of Albany. Now, there's a clip that's going viral that birthed the new conservative mantra, life's tough, get a helmet. So I'm going to show you that video, and then I'm going to show you some other videos where she just went off on these people. A pregnant Candace Owens is not to be messed with. I'm telling y'all. Let's check this out.
Trans students on this campus who actively feel victimized by your presence here today. Additionally, you just pointed out that this man detransitioned, but earlier in your speech...
Guys, I want to hear her. Go ahead. What do I have to say? Just the question, please. No speech. What is the question?
What do you have to say to the trans students on this campus who feel actively victimized by your presence here?
Life's tough. Get a helmet, man. I'm too pregnant for this. Next question.
Yeah. Life's tough. Get a helmet. Hey, that is the perfect response to these people because they're just marshmallows. They can't even handle somebody on campus who disagrees with them. It is unreal, the state of universities and these college students today. They can't handle anything. They don't have to be there. Candace Owens is there to talk to conservative students. Why are you torturing yourself? Don't come. If you don't like what she has to say, don't come. Don't listen. But these people cannot turn it off, just like on the internet. I make a lot of statements that people don't agree with, but instead of them ignoring the statements, they want to say, well, you shouldn't exist. Really? I don't agree with what you have to say, but I don't feel like you shouldn't exist just because I don't agree with you. These people are insane. So let's check out another video.
How do you think other people with your beliefs respond to the fact that your hateful and harmful rhetoric costs the lives of queer children every single day, on average, every 45 seconds?
Okay, so this is just going to be a pure boogeyman. You're pretending that someone committed because of Candace Owens. You've got no facts here. You're just going, it's your rhetoric that's causing all of this. When in reality, you want to talk about the tea. I sat down with a man named Walt Heyer who was convinced to chop his off after your community told him that there was something wrong with him because he had confusion. Why was he trans? Because he was 4 years old by his uncle. Rather than being sat down and spoken to by a psychologist, he was handed hormone pills, and he eventually chopped off his Walt Heyer is now 80 years old. He detransitioned. He does a lot of work talking about why it is that he runs a charity, okay, an actual charity that is dedicated to sex change regret, of people who have changed their parts and can't go back. And you know what happens? Go up after they transition. After they transition. And Candace Owens wasn't the one that chopped their off.
I'm telling you, Candace Owens is a monster when it comes to dealing with these people. She knows exactly what to say. She knows the exact rebuttals against their insane arguments. And this is something that a lot of people do not talk about. Well, on the conservative side, they do, but the mainstream media is not going to give the other side of the coin when it comes to transitioning, especially as children. There's so many people out there that have transitioned at a young age and then they regret it and now they're trying to detransition. But when you have these sex change operations, there's no going back from that. The body part is already gone and you can't get it back. So the idea that people are just walking into doctors' offices and the doctors, I heard a story today, the doctor spent 30 minutes with this person and convinced them that they should go have a sex change operation, that they should go be put on hormones. And it's crazy that we don't hear the other side of it. With any other situation, with any other medical intervention that's going to take place, we're going to hear the other side of it. You're going to hear about the pros and you're going to hear about the cons. But when it comes to this trans narrative, all we hear about are the pros. There are a ton of cons. In my opinion, there are way more cons than there are pros when it comes to transitioning, but they don't want you to hear about that because I believe that the media, that these Democrat politicians, all these people are in bed with these big pharma companies and the medical industry to make the big pharma companies and the medical industry, the doctors, the hospitals, to make them more money because there is a lot of money that comes out of people being trans. All right, let's check out one more video. I think this one is absolutely amazing.
So what I know we all are aware of what happened on campus last year.
I'm not.
Okay. Great, look it up. So it was just involving the feeling of LGBTQ members of the community feeling unsafe with rhetoric that's being shared in terms of transphobia.
Like if you're a man, I need an example, and someone, like if you're a biological man and someone says, hey, what's up, dude?
More of like there's students on campus that are living in communities where they don't feel safe because of rhetoric of explaining that transphobia isn't accepted. So my question is just like, how do you think?
Okay, I'm sorry to stop the video, but I just hate this idea, this term transphobia. Nobody who speaks out against the stuff that's going on, especially to children, is not afraid of trans people. They're not afraid of the idea of trans people. We just don't agree with it. Just because you do not agree with something, that does not mean you're afraid of it. Okay? That means that we do not agree with it. That means that we believe it's harmful. We're not afraid of it.
Speech impacts everybody in community.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that if somebody looks at a man and calls him a man, that they're suddenly unsafe because they've created a false reality in their own head. Yeah, I don't abide by that. I think this is what's really happening is that we are celebrating orders in America right now.
That is absolutely true, and I'm sorry that they censored it. I think this video was on TikTok, and if you say anything negative about the trans community on TikTok, they will take the video down. So they had to censor the word mental disorder.
I had a stalker, a very serious stalker at FBI ended up getting involved, who had suffered from schizophrenia. He very much believed, and it was a terrifying thing to go through. He escaped the Psych 5150 hold, and he very much believed that he and I were in a relationship, and he would send me about 100 emails a day, okay? In the world of what you believe in your own head now needs to be accepted as reality, I would have had to marry him and raise my children with him, okay? But what was going on in his head wasn't actually reality. And me saying that this person needs to stay away from me and my family because there's something wrong with him and he was threatening to kill me if I didn't, raise my child with him, that was reality. That was something that had to be dealt with. So what's happened right now is the left is trying to make it seem that people who see reality for what it is are demented and are creating unsafe territory, and that's not the truth. In fact, what I think is unsafe territory is for people to be affirmed in their delusions. So I will never refer to a biological male as a and if that makes somebody feel unsafe, I'm not following you around. I don't know what happened on your campus. I wouldn't follow you around and say, hey, you're a male. Totally fine. Go live your life as you want to live your life. But when you say that the way that you live your life now has to impact me and I have to pretend that I see a woman when clearly you are a man, I shouldn't have to play that game. That's all. Thank you very much.
Bravo to Candace Owens. That was a great explanation, and the example that she gave about her stalker, I mean, it just drives the point home beautifully that somebody's own delusion should not have to dictate how somebody else lives their life. And that's exactly what's going on today. We have so many people, so many of these LGBTQ activists that are in LGBTQ people that are trying to dictate how everybody else lives their own life. If I don't see you the way that you see yourself, that shouldn't affect you. That's me. I should be able to live my life the way that I want to, just the way that you should be able to live your life the way that you want to. Nobody is telling these people, hey, if you were born a man, don't dress like a woman. Nobody's saying that. If that's what you want to do, fine. Go ahead. More power to you. What I'm saying is what I see is a biological male. And that's what matters to me. What matters to me is what I see, not what you feel. Don't try to dictate how I should interact with you based on how you feel, because it's not about that. Everybody lives their own bubble and everybody gets to live life the way that they want to. So I should be able to live life the way that I want to. But I just wanted to show you guys this video. I thought it was amazing. This is going crazy viral right now. Candace Owens is a legend, and she just continues to do stuff like this and show people that there's a better way. Show people that you can respond to these people. And I don't think she was mean or rude in any way. She just gave them the facts and reality and told them, hey, I'm not going to participate in your delusion. And that's it. Tell me what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.